Hello, welcome into WTOL 11 News on WTOL 11 Plus. I'm Tatiana Cash. Thanks so much for joining us here online. Now, it was another beautiful day, hot really, and we love to see it. So we need to ask meteorologist John Birchfield. John, is it going to be a repeat this work week?
Yeah, Tatiana, the summer-like warmth continues tomorrow. In fact, we hit our first 90-degree day of the season today. Not quite a record, but 16 degrees above average for what you'd expect in late May. Conditions are still in the upper 80s, and most of northwest Ohio is seeing blue skies with a southwest breeze at about 10 miles per hour. Sunny and hot weather expected for your Monday, 90 degrees. Can't rule out a brief pop-up shower, but most spots do stay dry. Current temperatures are still near 90 in Fremont, also down in Putnam County. Temperatures exceeded 90. Now, there could be a few isolated pop-up thunderstorms northwest of Toledo. I'm going to break down the hour-by-hour forecast coming up.
All right, sounds good, Jad. Now, President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump spent the current weekend rallying crucial voting groups, and their first presidential debate is just 1 month away.
We all bleed the same color.
President Biden delivered the commencement address at Morehouse College in Atlanta, warning of extremist forces threatening the future of Black America.
They don't see you in the future of America, but they're wrong. To me, we make history, not erase it.
The president garnered mixed reactions from students at the historically Black college over the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza.
I've called for an immediate ceasefire. An immediate ceasefire to stop the fighting. Bring the hostages home. Ceasefire!
As protesters gathered outside, some graduates and faculty against the conflict turned their backs to the president during his speech.
Words are words, actions are something different.
President Biden spent the weekend engaging with African American voters in Georgia and in Detroit in an attempt to bolster support. On Saturday, former President Trump addressed the polls as he accepted the endorsement of the National Rifle Association.
We're doing record numbers with the African American voters. They are tired of what's happening to them.
Trump's New York criminal trial has largely sidelined him from the campaign trail, and some of his fellow Republicans have been there to show support.
The contrast is so extraordinary between higher inflation at home and war overseas, that's the Biden record, and the Trump record of peace at home and prosperity.
Trump and Biden are set to square off in their first debate next month. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Washington.
This week, a Cincinnati judge could rule on whether Ohio's abortion ban back in 2019 was legal. The law aimed at banning abortions after a fetal heartbeat is detected, which is about 6 weeks, is being considered by a judge in Hamilton County, by the law itself being called unconstitutional by the Ohio Attorney General because voters passed issue 1 last year envisioning abortion rights in the state.
Margaret, what I've said consistently is the gross majority of policy here is going to be set by the states. I am pro-life. I want to save as many babies as possible. And sure, I think it's totally reasonable to say that late-term abortions should not happen with reasonable exceptions. But I think Trump's approach here is trying to settle a very tough issue and actually empower the American people to decide it for themselves.
Legislation known as the heartbeat bills originated in Ohio nearly 10 years ago, but it wasn't until the U.S. Supreme Court reversed Roe v. Wade, Ohio was able to pass its version of the bill. Scary moments there after a car crashed into, you can see the semi on Louisville Bridge back in March. The woman who was the driver, good news, she did survive as she's dangling there over the bridge. Now, despite the semi she was driving hanging over the bridge, she was in court this week testifying in the trial against the driver who, it seems, almost killed her.
Turning to that WTOL 11 weather forecast, the summer feeling conditions continue into the start of the work week. In fact, today was our first 90-degree temperature reading of the season, several weeks earlier than you would expect it. We normally see that first 90 in the first 2 weeks of June, and we are 16 above average compared to what you'd expect heading into Memorial Day weekend. Now, most spots are still seeing blue skies and sunshine with temperatures in the upper 80s, but there is going to be a slight chance for a pop-up thundershower this evening. Most of northwest Ohio, high and dry at the moment. There are a few pop-ups that are moving into northern Williams and northwest Fulton counties. A couple lightning strikes and downpours also going to be possible. Hillsdale, Lenawee, and Monroe counties also seeing some pockets of rain that are gradually moving to the southeast. These are incredibly slow moving, not severe, but there is still some thunder and lightning. Looking to the northwest of Wauseon and in Williams County near Pioneer, also seeing some lightning and thunder. So if you do hear that thunder, head indoors if you're outside this evening. Up towards Adrian, there is a lightning strike and a heavier thunderstorm in the vicinity of Ann Arbor. In terms of those current temperatures, still hanging tight near 90 degrees in Fremont and Ottawa. It is cooler near the lakeshore. High temperatures today. There's that 90-degree reading in the Toledo metro. The hour-by-hour forecast does show you a mild morning. It is already going to be in the 60s out the door for the bus stop and also the drive into work. Looking ahead towards your Monday afternoon, expecting highs that are once again going to be near 90 degrees. It is going to be a very mild feel. In fact, it might get you thinking summer. A little cooler near the lakeshore, but overall very mild in Bowling Green and Wauseon. Temperatures surging to 90. Sunny and hot conditions. Just like today, we can't rule out a brief pop-up shower late in the day. Most spots, though, do stay totally dry with sunshine. And we are going to be near record warmth for your Monday. Not quite at that record, which sits at 92 from 1962, but we will certainly get close with another day at 90 degrees. Over the next couple of days, the warmth continues Tuesday with temps in the upper 80s. There is going to be some building humidity Tuesday, which could lead to a brief pop-up, but most spots staying partly sunny. I think Wednesday is really our next chance for any widespread rain and thunderstorms as a stronger cold front moves through, and Thursday brings on some sunshine and a cooler, less humid breeze. Storms likely Wednesday, mainly late in the day during the afternoon and evening. A strong cold front's going to sweep through, and that'll usher in a line of storms. Some of those storms could be on the stronger side with some gusty straight line winds and downpours of rain as this front pushes through. The morning may feature a round of showers, but it's really the afternoon that front's going to be ramping on up. And along that front, we could see some gusty thunderstorms and perhaps an isolated strong to severe storm. Most spots on Monday are going to be very sunny and dry with temperatures near 90, but there is a slight chance for a pop-up Monday or Tuesday. Wednesday is the day that you'll want to stay weather alert and keep an eye on radar as we have widespread storms down to the 70s behind that front Thursday with a less humid breeze, and into the start of the holiday weekend Friday and now even Saturday looking likely dry. Sunday and Monday, though, could feature a few occasional showers and thunderstorms. Far from a washout for Memorial Day weekend, but still a few slim rain chances into the upcoming week. And overall temperatures turning a little bit more normal. Seems like Mother Nature is just ready to take a plunge into summer. Tatiana.
I mean, I support her, honestly. Very happy for that.
Yeah, it felt like pool weather today.
Definitely. There were folks out on their lawns or on the patios just sunbathing. And then what I loved is that everybody was out mowing the lawn right before it got real hot. So
yep, certainly good to get out early because it was sweaty this afternoon.
Definitely. Thanks, John. And thank you so much for joining us here on WTOL 11 News Plus. Have a great evening.